Right, welcome back to Delboy's Garage. Now, the suspense has been killing you and me as well, so it's time to finally reveal what bike I've chosen to replace the Hayabusa. And boy, is it a change. So, without further ado, here it is. Now, it's a 900 Triumph Scrambler, the current model on Triumph's lineup. It's of the Bonneville family. If you're not into your Triumphs and you don't know which is which, they take a Bonneville, which is the basic bike, and they make several derivatives, very much like Harley make with the Sportster. You get the 883 Sportster, then you get the 72, you get the 48, then you get the Super Low, and so on. There's a whole range of basic Sportsters. Well, Triumph do the same thing with the Bonneville. You get the Thruxton, which has got the clip-on bars and a humpback seat, and it's more of a calf racer style, and then you get this, the 900 Scrambler, which it's got some differences. It's got the high level pipes, quite obviously. You get gated on forks, taller suspension, knobbly tyres, wider, taller bars, and knee pads on the tank, various odds and ends. But there's a big fundamental difference. Now, the other two bikes, three or four, there's the Bonneville, there's 3 or 4 Bonnevilles, the T100, the classic version, there's the basic Bonneville, then there's the Thruxton as well. They've all got the same engine configuration, but the Scrambler's got something fundamentally different about it. It's got a 270-degree opposed crank. Now the 360 crank that's in the Bonnevilles is quite simply means that, if you don't know what it means, it quite simply means both pistons go up and down at the same time, one firing each time, and it sounds very, in my opinion, a little bit dribbly and very, very smooth. This, on the other hand, you've got a 270-degree opposed crank, which means they take the two conrods, which are normally level, so both pistons normally travel up and down together, and all they do is they rotate the crank, they twist it on itself slightly, so the pistons are out of kilter, and they move up and down very much more like that. And that gives a beat to the engine noise, a beat a little bit like a Harley. Now, I'm cautious to say that it's a little bit like a Harley, because I didn't buy it because it sounds like a Harley. I bought it because I wanted this bike. I do like the sound. Now, all I can suggest is go on YouTube on another video later on when you finish watching this and put in Bonneville engine sound and then Scrambler engine sound, and you'll see immediately there's a very distinct difference, and I far prefer the sound of this. There have been some people who've swapped them around. They want that engine sound so much that they'll buy a Scrambler, they'll change the pipes to some nice underslung pipes, they'll put the clip-on bars, and they'll make a crossover between a Thruxton and a Scrambler. Maybe a Thruxter. Harley would start inventing little morph names like that. But that's the principle of this. They're hugely customizable. There's nothing you can't do to them. There's some amazing pipes. I've just got standard quiet pipes. I'm not even going to fire it up. I'm really not, because it sounds embarrassingly quiet. When you pull away, all you can hear at the moment is tappets and engine whine. But that will change because I'm going to get some loud pipes for it. Bars are going to be changed. They're too big and wide and dangly. I need something a bit more fightery. I fancy the fat black Renthal bars. There's so much I can do, but fundamentally I chose this because of the badge. That's what it's about. It was time to get something for everyday use. It was a little bit intense, the Hayabusa. Fantastic bike, had it for a year, said all that in the last video. I just wanted to put this as a reveal today and make it clear that it's, for me, it's flying the flag, it's simple, and somebody who I greatly respect made a very profound statement. She's one of the viewers on here, and she said it's far easier to ride a slow bike fast than it is to ride a fast bike slow all the time. And that's absolutely true. I found riding the Hayabusa was sometimes teeth curling because you're always on the brakes. And when you're going down a bumpy road, of which round here is all we seem to have, you seem to be looking for the potholes and trying to avoid them, because on things like high performance sports bikes you've got maybe 1 inch of travel on the front suspension, 1.5 inches. This you've got about 2.5, and it's nice and soft, so it's floating over the bumps. It's a little bit adventure. I'm certainly going to have an adventure with it. It isn't an adventure bike, but perhaps you could say it's the original adventure bike, because this is the sort of thing that your dad was riding. Well, certainly my dad anyway. And it's the sort of thing I'm going to enjoy a great deal. So I love it. It's what I wanted. I hope you like it too. I'm going to do a little ride video of it when the time comes, but literally I just got it home. Didn't we, Pen? We just got home with it about half an hour ago.
Yep.
I've just wiped the rain off it because it rained on the way home, and I'm just going to sit here with a beer, gaze at the new bike, I'm going to just enjoy it for a minute and think of some fantastic plans and modifications. There are so many mods you can make, so many. And I won't going to bore you with describing what a scrambler is. You can look it up, you can check it out. There's websites, there's forums, there's whole fraternities of people who love this particular bike. And I'm going to have a great deal of fun getting involved, make some new friends in it, and pick out some modifications that I think will turn the bike into what I want it to be. So there we are. That's just a quick reveal. Triumph 900 Scrambler. 6 of you got it right. I didn't say straight away, yes, you got it right, because that would have killed the fun and stopped everybody guessing at that point. I think everybody enjoyed that a little bit. We certainly did, didn't we, Pen?
Yep, kept us busy for a few days.
Kept us busy for 3 days doing all the messages, which is absolutely brilliant. It's been fantastic fun doing that, and I'm looking forward to getting the GoPro out and pegging it up and taking it for a little ride, taking you out with us and enjoying some of the scenery on something just a little bit less frantic. I did notice one great factor is that riding back in the traffic, which was fantastic, is that through traffic you just want to throw it around. Through roundabouts, through bends, you just want to throw it in. It is a little bit hooligan and I kind of like that. But chucking it around bends, chucking it around some of the curves on the way home, you look at the speedo and you're doing 45 mile an hour. To get the same jollies on a Hayabusa, you'd have been doing 75. And that's the point. I think this is the thing these days, just on a wider sense, talking to the guy that I got it from. These days, the big super bikes, sports bikes generally, they're a one-trick pony. You can only do one thing. You're only going to get your fun going fast. That's what it's about. You certainly can't say that they're fun around streets, in traffic and also, and you can't ride them on track days, because if you get it wrong, you smashed your bike up. And that's not really what it's about, is it? That's not very cool. Something like this is going to be 10 times the fun of the Hayabusa. Had it for a year, great fun, really enjoyed it. Now I'm looking forward to a whole new adventure with the Triumph Scrambler. Thanks for watching, take it easy, ride safe, and we'll see you for a ride soon.